Hey folks, I hope you've been enjoying your night thus far. I am Regan Sou, director of Electra, and I'm just going to reiterate some things that were said at the top of the ride. Okay? You know, just in case you weren't here or a little hard of hearing. So, phones are still banned. Sorry, I know they're really convenient and we're all addicted, I know, but they're really distracting for the actors, and you know, you might annoy some neighbors, and we wouldn't want that, right? The other thing is that the exits are the door with which you just entered, and the one to your left over there, marked with big red letters so you can see it, right? And that's pretty much it. Enjoy.
Son of he who led our hosts at Troy of old, son of Agamemnon, behold, with thine eyes, all that thy soul hath long desired. There it is, ancient Argos. Yes, that howled scene, whence a gadfly drove the daughters of Aegisthus. There, Lycian Agora, named after the wolf-slaying Apollo. The left, you see it? Hera's famous temple. And to this place, to which we have come, Orestes, thou seest Mycenae rich in gold. That is the palace of Pylades, its walls stained with bloodshed. It was from that very house that I carried you, from the slaying of your father, as your sister, she, who loved you most in all the world, begged me with tears in her eyes to save you and rear thee up to manhood, to be the avenger of thy murdered sire. Now, young buck, and best of friends Pylades, our plans must be laid quickly, for lo already the sun's bright rays awakening the songbirds in the clearness, the dark night of stars is spent. So, before our enemies rise from sleep's embrace, take counsel, for time is of the essence.
Grams, how well dost thou prove thy loyalty? As a veteran steed, though bold, loses not courage in danger, but pricks his ear. Even so thou urgest us forward, and art foremost in our support. Now listen closely. When I went to the Pythian oracle to ask how I might avenge my father, Phoebus Apollo gave this response. Go by stealth, without aid or arms in numbers. Do so, and thou wilt snatch vengeance in thine own hand, as is thy birthright. And so it goes on and on. Go into that house when the opportunity arises, and learn all that is passing there, and then report back there. The lapse of time will prevent them from recognizing you. They will never suspect who you are, especially with that silvered hair. Present yourself as a Phocean stranger, sent by one of the allies. If Vanitaeus comes to mind, tell them, no, swear to them that Orestes hath perished by fatal chance, hurled at the Pythian games from his rapid chariot. We, meanwhile, will go forth to my father's tomb, as the gods instructed, with drink offerings in tribute of severed hair, then come back, bearing in our hands a bronze urn, so to gladden them with false tidings that my body is no more, but has been consumed by fire and reduced to ash. By a feigned death, I will find life and restore my house. Enough talk. I ask that you heed thy task, old bat, and we will visit my father. I bid you good luck.
I curse you! Herculebuck, someone is near.
Staten. Electra?
Before all else, you must pay tribute to thy sire. The prophecy is paramount.
Oh, my fatherland. Ye gods of the land, receive me with good fortune in this journey.
Oh, pure sunlight and air, earth's canopy. How often have ye heard the strains of my lament, the wild blows dealt upon this bleeding breast? How often I bewail my hapless sire, to whom Ares gave not his gifts, but to my mother and her mate Aegisthus, who cleft his head from his shoulders with a murderous axe, as a woodman falls at oak. O home of Hades and Persephone, Hermes of the shades, potent curse, and ye dread daughters of the gods, the Furies, ye who behold when a life is reft by violence, when a bed is stained with betrayal, help me, avenge the murder of my father, and send to me my brother, for I no longer have the strength to continue this alone.
Electra?
Ah, noble-hearted maiden, come to soothe my woes again?
I'll try.
And for that I am grateful, but I could not leave this task undone, or cease from mourning my father. Leave me, please.
No amount of crying or praying can bring back the dead. Electra, this path you're on is long and without reward. It may even lead to your death. Why are you so obsessed with being miserable?
Foolish is the child who forgets a parent's piteous death. No, I will grieve. I will lament, and I will hold hatred in my heart, and I will weep evermore.
You're not the only one grieving, dear. Your sisters Chrysothemis and Ephianassa, they carry on living. Don't let the spell your end. Your brother Orestes still lives. Not without hardship, but the guidance of Zeus will one day bring him home. And on that day, the town of Mycenae will welcome him with open arms.
Yes, I wait for him day in and day out, carrying on with my miserable existence, unwed and childless, bathed in tears, bearing the endless doom of woe. He has forgotten the suffering inflicted upon him and me. Perhaps he does wish to return home, but he never had and never will.
Have faith, Electra. Your brother will return. Be strong and don't lose sight of that.
I'm afraid I have no strength left, friends. Look at me, clad in these horrible rags made to starve like a stray dog. I served in the halls of my father as a slave to his murderers. I still remember that night. The oddly quiet feast, the intense stares. The death stroke of my father echoes in my memory every single night. Ever since that bitter day, I've been their prisoner, a trophy for their efforts. I can only hope that the day of retribution is soon, that the great gods of Olympus give them their sufferings in kind. For if the hapless dead are to lie in dust and nothingness, while the slayers pay not with blood for blood, all regard for man, all fear of heaven will vanish from this earth.
I know that you are angry, but you cannot let that anger consume you. Here. Take it.
Funny, isn't it? And the mother that bore me, I found a bitter enemy. And yet she rules over me. They rule over me. And it's fully within their power to give or withhold what I need. Pathetic, aren't I? And how could I not be? When every day I see Aegisthus sitting on my father's throne, wearing the robes which he wore, pouring tribute at the hearth where he beheaded my father. And to top it all off, that murderer sleeps in my father's bed with my whore of a mother at his side. Unbelievable. That she can sleep with that corrupt existence without fear provoking the Fury's ire. In fact, she delights in it. She celebrates the day of my father's death with dance and song, and month by month sacrifices the sheep to the same gods who have wrought her deliverance. And what can I do? Weep? Weep to myself as I watch this unholy feast to my father's slaughter unfold? Weep to myself in this room that they have banished me to? Oh no, even that is too much. For our noble queen puts it upon herself to taunt and shriek at me. And aiding her is her renowned spouse. Vehement in the same strain. That abject villain. That utter pest. A low-life thug and a shameless whore. Truly a perfect match. May they love and cherish each other till death do them part.
I do hope Aegisthus isn't here.
He's gone off to the fields. Something about an unsatisfactory harvest. No, if he were home, I would not be allowed to breathe fresh air.
Electra!
Come in, Chris.
This again? When will you learn? This reckless behavior will do you no good. Come on, get up. Oh, you are getting changed. Yes, I understand. The situation is far from ideal. Of course I know that. What they did to father was unforgivable. If I had the strength, I would make my hatred known too. But right now, in these rough waters, it's best to shorten sail. We are weak, and we need to bide our time, sister. So in the meantime, if you and I are to live in freedom, our rulers must be obeyed.
You were born of the same father. How can you forget him and only think of mother? All these admonitions to me have been fed to you by her clearly. Not a word of it is your own. So make your choice. To be reckless or sensible. And abandon your friends? Of course, let us crown our miseries with cowardice. So tell me, or let me tell you, what could I possibly gain by shutting up like a good little girl? I live, don't I? In misery, but that is good enough for me. What is important is that I defy them and so honor the dead. You keep telling me you hate them, but hate is just a word. What are you doing? You live with them, you dine with those people who, may I remind you, killed your father. If they can offer me the same gifts that tamed you, I will never yield. So go ahead. Enjoy the richly spread table and life of luxury. For me, it is food enough that my conscience remains intact. I covet not such privilege as thine, nor wouldst thou. Wert thou wise, traitor.
For my part, I wasn't planning to come here today. Had I not heard a certain rumor. Something is coming. Something that will cut your long laments short.
Come on and tell me. If it's something worse than this, I will resist no more.
Mother and Aegisthus intend, if you continue to lash out against them, to send you to a dungeon abroad, where you will never see the sun again. You have been warned.
This is set in stone.
Yes, as soon as Aegisthus comes home.
Well, may he come home soon.
What are you saying?
That he may come, the quicker the better.
Have you lost your mind?
that I may fly as far as may be from you all.
But your life will be in danger.
My life is positively marvelous.
Well, if you learn to be a bit more sensible.
Do not try to convince me to betray my friends.
I am not! I'm only advising you to say no more. Can't you see that this conduct only plunges you to self-made miseries? You have greatly aggravated your troubles, ever breeding wars with your sullen soul. But such strife should not be pushed to a conflict with the strong.
Shut up!
Keep still!
Lick their boots for all I care. This is not my way.
All right! Just avoid doing anything stupid.
I will fall if need be, in the name of our Father.
Our Father would not want you to die a pointless death. He will forgive me for this.
That is a coward's bargain.
So you really won't listen?
Long will it be before I am so foolish.
Well, I'd hoped to talk you out of all this, but it seems I've only steeled your resolve. Just know it is out of love that I dissuade you from adding misery to miseries. There. Aren't you just gorgeous? Now, if I may be excused, I have an errand to run.
Where are you going? Who are those flowers for?
Our mother sends me with offerings for her father.
What? For her mortal enemy?
Slain by her own hands, as you would say.
But who could have possibly?
It's because of a nightmare she had, I think.
Finally, the gods are on my side today.
You find encouragement in a bad dream.
Depends on the dream, tell me.
I'm afraid there's not much to tell.
Well, tell me what you can.
She said she saw her father again. Once again in the light. Once again by her side. Then he took his scepter, the one Aegisthus now carries, and planted it at the hearth. From that scepter sprouted branches and leaves, a tree that climbed high into the heavens, casting a shadow over all of Mycenae. This she proclaimed to Apollo. At least that is what a servant present at the time had told me. This is all I know, besides that this fear is the reason she sent me today. So I beg you, Electra, do not do anything rash.
Please, do not let those flowers touch our father's tomb. It would be an act of blasphemy to bring that woman his offerings. Instead, give him a lock of your hair and a lock of mine. Kneel to him and pray to him. And in better times, we will go together to crown his tomb. Do this for me, will you?
Of course I will. When reason forbids, two voices should contend, and claims hastening of the deed. But please, sister, aid me with your silence, won't you? If mother finds out, I think things might take a turn for the worse for me.
Hark, you there. Yes, you. What's going on here? Go on, answer your king.
Your Majesty, thank the gods you're here. Last month's drought has laid waste on our crop. We've lost half our harvest. As for the rest,
I heard that you have not yet paid tribute.
please, my lord, we cannot pay the amount you request. As you can see, our crops...
Now give me what we agreed upon.
higher, our children will starve. At least wait until the next harvest. Please, my lord.
Do not mistake my patience with you for lack of a spine. I'll take him away.
No, please. No, please. No, no, no!
Let us be done with this quickly. Phone calls.
How did large again, I see. A shame Aegisthus isn't here to keep you inside, embarrassment to our family as you are. I suppose since he's absent that you have no need to take any heed from me? And yet I hear somebody round here has been saying that I am a tyrannical bitch whose existence is an affront to the gods. Absurd, I know. Apparently, I come into thy room each day to taunt thou? It's complete nonsense, of course. I'm merely defending myself after all. Insolent girl! Have you alone lost a father? Are you the only mourner in this world? No man can live forever, and you must be satisfied, or may the infernal gods give thee no riddance from thy present laments.
Well, you can't say I started it this time. Those heinous remarks were completely unprovoked. Do I have permission to speak?
By all means. If you always addressed me in such a tone, there would be no need for such heinous remarks.
I hope with every fiber of my being that Orestes comes home, wipes that smug expression off your whore mouth.
You little! How dare you speak to your mother this way? This is your handiwork, isn't it? You who stole Orestes from my hands, smuggled him away, and raised him up against me. You will pay for this dearly. Do you hear me? Dearly!
There it is. How dare I speak to my mother this way, indeed? You are no mother of mine. So wretched is the life that I live, ever afflicted with the misery set by you and your partner. And what about Orestes? He barely escaped you and now lives his days in exile. You say I trained him to bring vengeance upon you? Oh, I wish. Denounce me to all, call me disloyal, petulant, or impudent. For I am accomplished in such ways. Maybe I am your daughter.
You see this? What a shameless girl.
Now there is where you miss the mark. I do feel shame for this. I know that my behavior is unseemly and makes others think ill of me, but you are the one who made me this way. Filth makes filth after all.
By Our Lady Artemis, you'll pay for this the instant Aegisthus returns home.
Lo, thou art transported by anger. After granting me free speech, Aid has no patience to listen.
Be quiet. You've spoken. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must proceed with my ritual.
By all means, go ahead. I shall say no more.
Raise then the offerings of many fruits, so that I may uplift my prayers to this, our King, for deliverance from my present fears. O Phoebus Apollo, lend now a gracious ear, for I speak not among friends while she stands near me. lest with her malice and her garrulous cry she spread some rash rumor throughout the town. But hear me thus, since on this wise I must speak. The visions I saw last night in doubtful dreams, if hath for my good, grant that they be fulfilled. But if for harm, that it recoil upon my foes. And if anyone is planning to hurl me by treachery from the high estates which now is mine, permit them not. Rather vouch, save that still living, thus unscathed, I may bear sway upon the house of Atreides and this realm, sharing prosperous days with the friends who share them now, and those of my children of which no enmity or bitterness pursues me. O Lycian Apollo, graciously hear these prayers and grant them to us all. For the rest, though I may be silent, I deem that thou, a god, surely knows it. All things are surely seen by the sons of Zeus.
Hello, ladies. Could you possibly inform this stranger if this is the palace of King Aegisthus?
It is, madam.
And am I right in surmising that this lady is his consort? She is of queenly aspect.
Assuredly, you are in the presence of the queen.
Hail, your royal majesty! I bring glad tidings to the Aegisthus from a friend.
I welcome thee, Omen. But I fain to know thee first who may have sent thee.
Thanateus, the Phocian, on mission of great importance.
Thanateus. What is it? What is this message that he brings? Coming from you, I assume it. Coming from him, I assume it's something good.
Orestes is dead.
What? What are you saying? What are you saying? Ignore her.
Orestes dead. Finished. Return to the darkness from whence he came.
It's over. Be quiet. Now tell me, stranger, how exactly did he perish?
I was sent for that purpose, and I would tell thee all. Having gone to the renowned festival for the Delphian Games, when Orestes heard the loud summons to the foot race, he entered and was victorious. I know not the man whose deeds and triumphs have matched his, for in all the contests judged announced, he bore away the prize. Men deemed him happy, as soft as they proclaimed him an Argive. Thus far, 'twas well. But when a god sends harm, not even the strongest men can escape. For on another day, when chariots were to try their speed at sunrise, he entered with many other charioteers. One was an Achaean, one from Sparta. 2 masters of yoke cars were Libyans. Orestes, driving these stallion mares, came fifth among them. The 6th from Aetolia with chestnut coats. A Magnesium was the 7th. The 8th, with white horses, was of Indian stock. The 9th, from Athens. I recall there was a Boeotian too, making the 10th. They took their stations. Then, at the sound of the brazen trump,
and just flying upward in the chariot battle, all our giants and horses, each competitor striving to pass the wheel and starting to be the
Orestes driving close to the pillar at the end of the course. Almost grazes it with his wheel. And around the pillar once more, giving rein to the horse on the right. He checks the horse on the inner side.
To all the chariots have escaped overthrow as they pass from the 6th into the 7th.
Oh no! The enemy's colts have run away!
They're swerving. They run right into Martinez.
Oh, the fall the first. Shot, we crash on the ground.
By the gods, the whole race round of Greece has been strewn with the reek of chariots.
Seeing this, the weary chariots here from Athens are strong aside and pause, allowing the billow of chariots to go by. Orestes, the favorite, can you believe it? He's driving last.
He's slowing down. He's keeping his horses behind.
A risky gamble, and it's paying off. He and the Athenian are alone left in. Orestes sends a shrill cry ringing through the ears of his swift colt.
Yeah! Chase!
Team is for a level with team, and so they race. First one guy, then the other.
They're
higher. Chosen men of Phocis are bringing an urn of bronze at the sadness of that mighty form to find due burial in his fatherland. Such is my story. Grievous to hear if words can grieve. But for us who behold, these were the greatest sorrows eyes have seen. Why so downcast at this news, ma'am?
There's a strange power in motherhood. No matter how much a mother suffers, she can't truly hate the child she has born.
Then it seems I have come in vain.
In vain? How could you say in vain when you brought sure proof of his death? That boy who owes his very life to me charges me with the death of his father and is turned against me, his mother. From moment to moment, I used to live in fear of death. Now, however, I'm rid of him. And this girl, this plague, who I share a home with and is draining my very lifeblood, she may continue to make threats. That matters not to me. From this moment on, I shall pass my days in peace. Look at how pathetic you are. Huh. Finally, you, good lady, deserve a reward for putting an end to all that incessant noise.
Then if all is well, I shall take her in.
No, I think not. A welcome for a lady such as yourself would be unworthy of me and to the ally who sent you. No, come inside. Leave her. The maids will take care of her when she starts to rot.
Electra! Forgive my manners, but I come bearing great news. This news, it will relieve you from your suffering.
From my suffering? I'm afraid there's no cure for that.
Electra, Orestes is with us.
Have you lost your mind? Is this some kind of joke to you?
No, this is no joke. He's here. Somewhere in Mycenae, he is here.
Who told you this story?
Nobody, but I've seen clear proof with my own eyes.
Oh, what did you see?
Well, listen then, for heaven's sake. Listen before you decide I'm crazy.
Tell me.
Well, when I arrived at Father's grave, I saw that milk had been poured as an offering, and the grave itself was adorned with flowers of all kinds. I was shocked, naturally, so I looked around to see if whoever left these gifts was still nearby. And there it was. Right on the edge was a lock of hair. And that's when it hit me. It had to have been him. It can only be Orestes to leave such a thing as tribute. Who else would it have been? Aside from you or me? I didn't leave it. And you were unable to leave the house. And our mother, she would never do such a thing. Much less without our knowledge. It can only be our brother.
Poor girl.
What do you mean? Is this not wonderful news?
You're dreaming.
I know what my eyes saw.
He is dead, Chris. Orestes will not save us.
What? Who told you this?
A lady who proclaims to have been there when he died.
Where is this woman? I can't believe this.
She's within the palace. Mother no doubt finds her to be good company.
But then, who could have left those offerings at our father's tomb?
Most likely, someone brought those gifts in memory of our dead brother.
And here I was, so excited to tell you my news, thinking it would cheer you up, and but then reality struck. I'm a fool, aren't I?
So it stands. But if you were to help me, not only would you win the respect of our father and brother, but the respect of the people. If you could just lend me an ear, fix this.
You know I can't resurrect the dead, Electra.
Chris, I am not that far gone yet.
Right. Then what is it you want me to do?
The two of us are alone. Death has taken our allies one by one, and now there are none. Up until today, I'd hoped. No, I believed that he would come save us. But Orestes is dead. Now I turn to you. Stand with your sister. Avenge the murder of our father. We are going to kill Aegisthus. What are you waiting for? What hope is left to wait for? Your losses are piling up and marriage is but a distant dream. Or did you think Aegisthus would ever allow you or me to bear a child? Under his rule? Never in a million years. But, as I said, if you were to help me, you would not only win the respect of the people, of our father and brother, but they would praise us. They would say, behold, these two sisters, my friends, who took forth as avengers of blood. Worthy of love are these twain, worthy of reverence from all, from wherever the folk are assembled. Come, sister, for we are not to live in shame.
You are foregone! What are you thinking? That you'll simply don some armor, take up a spear, and vanquish him? Look at the man you plot to kill. He is a warmonger, a brute. This is a fight we cannot win. So I beg you, Electra, control your temper before it is too late.
I knew you would refuse. One hand is enough. It is more than enough.
A shame you lacked such determination on the day of our father's death. Perhaps this would have been over by now.
My heart was ready for it. My mind less so.
I hope you strive to keep such a mind for as long as you live.
I gather this means you won't be helping me.
It's too risky.
I admire thy prudence, but thy cowardice I hate.
You'll come around to it.
I would never.
Time enough in the future to decide that.
Go on. Tell all this to mother.
I don't hate you that much.
I will never follow you, no matter how hard you try.
If that's the way you see it, then so be it. But when you've gotten yourself into trouble again, you'll know I was right.
sea, the birds of air, with sure instinct, careful to nourish those who give them life and nurture, why do we not pay these debts in like measure? Nay, it is not long till sin brings sorrow.
Voice that cometh to the dead beneath the earth, send a piteous cry to the son of Atreus in the next world. Tell him that the fortunes of his house are distempered. Electra, forsaken, braves the storm alone. She bewails her father's fate like the nightingale unwearied in lament.
No generous soul deigns to cloud a fair repute, and leave a name inglorious, as thou too hast chosen to mourn all thy days with those that mourn, and have spurned dishonor, that thou mightest win at once a twofold praise as wise and as the best of daughters.
May I yet see thy life raised in might and wealth above thy foes, even now is humble beneath their hand. For I have found thee in no humblest escape, and yet, for observance of nature's highest laws, winning the noblest renown by thy piety toward Zeus.
Hello, miss. Wouldst thou mind if I ask for some directions?
What are you looking for?
I have been searching for the home of Aegisthus.
Well, you're here.
Which of you then will tell those within of our long-awaited arrival? I pray thee, mistress, make it known that certain men of Phocis seek Aegisthus.
Is that the proof of that rumor?
I know nothing of thy rumor, but the aged Strophius has charged me with tidings of Orestes.
Oh no.
He is dead, and in this urn. As thou seest, we bring the scanty relics home. If thou shed tears for Orestes, know that that vessel holds his dust.
Allow me, sir. I implore you. If this urn indeed contains him, bring it to me, so that I may weep for these ashes, and for all our house.
Bring it and give it to her, whoever she is. For she who begs at this boon must be one who wished him no evil, but a friend, or kin by blood.
So this is how you come back to me. I sent you out, I get you back like this. Dust. I thought if I sent you away, but I guess I shouldn't have. If you at least died with father, you could have shared the same tomb. Instead, you come back to me. Last rites given to you by strangers. My boy, my sweet boy. All my love is gone. Our father is gone, and you, whom I love most in all the world, follow in his footsteps. As will I, once Aegisthus returns. What a wonderful day it must be for our mother. Brother, take me into your nothingness, for the dead feel no pain.
Time's up. Give me the urn.
No!
Give it back, please.
Please, sir, this is all I have left.
I can't let you keep it.
Please allow me to bring him to his grave. What are you?
Orestes has no grave, for the living have no tomb. Look. Her father's signet ring.
Oh, what a wonderful day.
It is.
Is this your voice?
Let no other voice reply.
Do I hold you in my arms?
Now and always. Do they abuse you?
Yes.
Who?
Our mother in name only?
How? With violence, insults,
That and much more.
and there is no one to stand in her way.
None. Until you returned. I thought I had lost you forever.
I am with you, but I'm afraid I must cut our celebration short. Do not tell me of our mother's wickedness, or how Aegisthus wastes our father's house with lavish luxury or aimless waste. Those things are evident. What I need now are things of practical use. Where can we hide? From where can we ambush them as they bask in their supposed victory? And be sure not to raise our mother's suspicion. You must continue to mourn my feigned death. Do you understand?
I will do whatever it takes. Aegisthus is not here at the moment, but our mother is within the palace. She won't suspect a thing.
Shh. Someone's coming.
You fools! Have you lost your instinct to survive? Need I remind you we're in the midst of our mortal enemies? Have I not kept watch of these stores? Your plan would have...
How are things inside?
Good. The servants are mostly new. No one should recognize you.
I assume you reported me as dead?
As far as they know, they're arc deep in the pit of Hades.
How did they react?
I will tell thee all later. Go, young buck. No more speeches. As of right now, the plan is going beautifully.
Brother, who is this?
This old bag? Don't you recognize the hands you put me in so long ago?
Oh, by the gods, I couldn't recognize you. I must thank you, good lady. Thank you for raising my brother. Thank you for keeping him safe. Thank you for keeping my hope alive.
It's enough, your highness. When time is not ripe, speeches only get in the way. There'll be plenty of days and nights to discuss stories in the past in full. But as for you two, my counsel is now is the time to act. The queen is alone. Take haste, for if you wait much longer, you'll have to fight foes more numerous and better skilled. Well, what are you fools waiting for?
Pylades? I trust you're ready.
Oh, King Apollo, graciously hear them and hear me. I pray to thee, grant us with aid in these designs, and show men how impiety is rewarded by the gods.
Have you made peace with him, mother?
Aegisthus? Where are you? Quiet.
Be on the lookout for his return.
My son, my boy, have pity on your mother.
You had none for him or his father.
Oh, father, shut up. Yes, I killed your daddy. And you know why? Because he was filth, just like you. His death was divine retribution. Payment for sacrificing your sister to the gods. Come tell me, why did he sacrifice her? To please the Argives? No, they had no right to kill my daughter. To protect his brother Menelaus? Do I not deserve compensation for that? Did Menelaus not have 2 children who in fairness should have been taken before my child, as it was their mother who was the reason for that voyage in the first place? Or did Hades have some strange desire to feast upon my offspring rather than hers? Or had your accursed father lose all care for my children while choosing to care for the children of his brothers? Was that not callous? Did that not lack pity? I would say so, though that may differ from thy judgment. Regrets? I have none. Oh, I see that look in your eyes. You think of me as perverse? Look into yourself before you blame others. Why so quiet? Speak! Open your mouth and speak, you little... I will speak now. One day, you killed my father. How can you say that and not feel ashamed for yourself? I could not care less about your justifications. But why don't we discuss the real reason why you did it? You were convinced by the wooing of that wretched man who is now your husband. Ask Artemis what sin she punished when she sought winds out of Lewis. In fact, I'll tell you. Father was once in the goddess's grove. His footsteps startled a stag. He shot it and boasted about it, and so drew the goddess's anger. And so, with the fleet he traveled with, she detained them. As payment for the animal, he sacrificed his child. He didn't want to do it. Granted, perhaps his motive was to benefit his brother. But did that make it right for you to kill him? Under what law? If such law existed, you would be the first to die, and deservingly so. But all these justifications are lies. Tell me, why are you doing the most shameful deed of all? Living as a wife to that blood-stained man who helped you kill my father. Go ahead and apologize to your daughter and husband on the other side. Ah, woe is me! Would that woe be for Aegisthus too? Are you not well?
I'm well. All is well.
Is mother dead?
She will never insult you again. Where do you see him?
Over there.
It's time to finish this.
Hurry. Leave the pleasantries to me.
Isn't Electra. Tell me, where are those Phocian strangers who, 'tis said, have brought us tidings of Orestes dead in the wreck of his chariot? Oh, go on. You've never been shy in speaking your mind, and of course this does concern you, does it not?
Yes, I know where they are.
Well, go on then, tell me.
They're within the palace. They have found the way to Mother's heart.
And have they reported him dead?
Not simply reported. They've brought proof. They've brought his body.
Can I see it?
You can, but it is an ugly sight.
Well, this is good news. Bit unusual coming from you.
Go on, gloat if you must.
Quiet. And throw wide the gates for all Mycenaeans and Argives to behold. For if any of them once held false hopes on this man, well, Orestes is dead. So hold your tongue or learn the hard way.
I will play my part. Time has taught me the sensibility of obeying those who are stronger.
Oh, Zeus, I behold here a man fallen from a jealous heaven. But if that word bears offense, be it unsaid. Now you, take the covering from his face, so that he, at the very least, may receive the privilege of my regards.
Do you not wish to lift the veil yourself? After all, this is not my corpse, but yours. Yours to look upon and to greet. Come.
You make a fair point. I'll allow it. But you, fetch Clytemnestra if she is within.
No need to turn the place upside down. You'll see her coming soon enough.
Who dares? What is the meaning of this?
What's the matter? Do you not recognize the face?
Who are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me speak in a way you'll understand. Hast thou not discovered ear, now that the dead, as thou miscallest them, are living?
Orestes.
In the flesh.
There's no need to do this.
You think you can come into my kingdom, my home?
No.
Know your place, boy! Know your place! With this, I reclaim my throne!
Do not let this vile man speak another word. Kill him and throw him to the scavengers. Nothing less of that will make things right.
Enough talk. Go on inside with you. This is not a matter of words, but of your life.
Why take me into the house? If this deed of yours is so righteous, what need do you have of darkness? Too scared to kill, are you?
Enough talk. You will die in the very spot where you butchered my father.
I wonder, is this house cursed to know all woes of this family, now and forevermore?
Yours, at least. I've foreseen it.
Foresight, eh? That's something your father sorely lacked.
A quick wit you are indeed, but a slow walker. Move!
Then lead away.
Thou must go first.
Lest I escape.
No. So that you may not choose how to die.
So here ends the dream.